The Electoral and Boundaries Commission now says all 8 presidential candidates who participated in the August 8th elections are eligible to take part in the repeat election. In a statement, IEBC Chair Wafula Chebukati says in view of the High Court ruling today, the 8 are entitled to participate if they so wish. Chebukati says while the Commission has received a letter from the NASA principal Raila Odinga withdrawing his candidature and that of his running mate Kalonzo Musyoka, they, however, have not submitted the Form 24A as is required by law. Let's now bring in our senior reporter, Sophia Amina, to bring us further insights into this development. Sophia, good evening. This is a big spanner in the works, isn't it?
Good evening, Ben. A big spanner in the works indeed for the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. And this has been occasioned by that extra blow that the IEBC suffered today at the High Court after a Kuruo court moved to court challenging his being left out of the fresh presidential election. Justice Mativo finding in his favor that in fact the IEBC erred in not including him, that a fresh election should involve all the candidates. And also the judge faulting the IEBC for relying on an opinion of the 2013 Supreme Court of Kenya, saying that was an opinion and it had no legal binding on the court as far as the procedures therein. So tonight, the IEBC coming out to give the way forward, and they're saying that all the 8 candidates who participated on the August 8th general election, the presidential poll, are eligible to vie on the repeat poll. Again, the date sticks on the 26th of October and the countdown continues. The IEBC went on further in their statement to say, of course, they cannot force any candidate who does not want to be part in this repeat poll to participate. And so if they wish to withdraw, then they should do so. However, they must do it using the formal means, which is writing and filling in the same in a statutory form 24A. That is in the means by which one can withdraw from a presidential race. They go further, Ben, to highlight that letter from Raila Odinga that was sent yesterday to them, indicating that he was not wishing to participate in the then 2-horse race election. And they're saying whilst they've received that letter, Raila Odinga now needs to go further if he still does not wish to be party in this fresh poll, to then submit a duly filled Form 24A, and that will in essence have him locked out of the repeat poll. And Ben, also a very important point to note, the judge, as he gave his directions today, talking about the Gazette notice, the fresh Gazette notice, giving the IEBC leeway to either issue a fresh one, but the challenge of doing so is that the election would have to take place 21 days after that Gazette notice is issued. So the judge gave leeway to the IEBC to, in essence, update it, what they call a corrigenda, which is just rectifying the current Gazette notice. So in essence, that Gazette notice then will not be challenged in that it can apply immediately thereafter. So all the 8 candidates will be appearing in this particular Gazette notice for the fresh poll, now slated for the 26th of October. Ben, and many analysts now talking about the bankruptcy issue that has been raised, that was reported on one of the presidential candidates, Sarah Sijirongo, and because as a bankrupt individual, you're not eligible to vie. But the IEBC, speaking to sources there, say their lawyers are cognizant of that aspect and they've not received any such order, and that anyway, their lawyers advise that there are ways in which that is usually handled at the point it is made official. So as they stand, they are not fearful of any other challenges coming in light of the new developments, Ben.
Many thanks, Sophia. Sophia Anuna, they are keeping tabs on this developing story.